The final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eli Harrell. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Watch 54. I got one. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. Shoot.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. 54. 81. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Steelers.
Ready. 18 data. Watch the run. Big dance. Come. He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Who we got? Check 99.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, and they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike. Get in the weight room. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yeah, 50 with the flag. That's it. It's been a long day for you. Mike 51. Man, I got you. What about you?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ta'amu. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Here we the 6. Put it, half, go. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Barkley. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's John Simon with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the double. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you, son.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check Mike, 54. 54. He don't know no better.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Whitney merciless. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Barkley. Finding room inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to you.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Let's go. Come on. 54 Mike. I don't even know why this team's...
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes. To go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down now, Barkley. And he's got some space here. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check it back, check it back. Switch. Go. Jim. Kill. What's right?
Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared. To let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over.
Let's go,
first and 10
let's go.
at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Crunch time, defense.
SOS.
Go take. Go Bill. Roll though. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Switch. 58, boys, 58, it's Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, Barkley, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Get it together, defense.
He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Funches has it complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 27, Ta'amu being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this one to Morris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he finds Austin complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 2nd and goal, Ta'amu. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Cannon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Trenton Cannon, 50 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Watch the ball, watch the ball.
Back to throw here. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, short. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Big